Hi, I'm Sarah from sarahkbrandiscontent.com, and today I want to give you a couple of my updated tips for 2020 about how to upcycle content that you've already created for your small business. So if you're a coach, a healer, any kind of small business owner, you'll be wanting to spend the majority of your time, even in this pandemic, actually doing the thing that you do in your business. So if you're a therapist, you want to be giving therapy sessions, you don't want to be spending hours, days of the week on content creation and marketing your business. Although, as a marketing trainer, I do have to tell you that marketing is essential to maintain a steady flow of clients into your business. So I really think if you're a one-man band and you're doing it all by yourself, then you kind of want to look for the little hacks wherever you can, the little time-saving tips and tricks that are going to allow you to still put content out there, still participate in marketing, but not spend all of your waking hours doing it. So something that I rely on quite a lot is recycling, or as I like to call it, upcycling, because it sounds a little bit fancier, of the content that you already have. So, for example, think about the time and energy that you put into creating just one piece of content. Now, when you put that one piece of content out there, a lot of people just put it out there and let it drift forever, and they don't think about resharing it, but also changing its format slightly to share it in different places as well. And this is what I call upcycling. And it's so important because you cover so many more bases without having to put a huge amount of time and energy into creating new things from scratch over and over again. If you can just recycle something that you've already got, that's going to save you a lot of time thinking and creating it from scratch. You're just changing its format, which is much quicker and easier. And also, you don't need to have a new idea for content every 5 minutes. I think there's this myth out there that you need to be constantly coming up with new ideas. The thing about your business is that from a branding point of view, you're going to have a very core message. There's only going to be so much that you want to talk about to your audience before you start getting too broad and too far away from the core of who you are and what you stand for. So don't be afraid to keep resharing that message of yours. Again, upcycle it, just change the format slightly. I'm going to give you a couple of tips of mine that are relevant to 2020 because, of course, social media is always evolving. So when I first started talking about this 3 years ago, some of the social media platforms I was talking about, like Periscope, for example, don't even exist anymore. So let's talk about what I do in today's world. So here's an example from my own work. One of my favourite things from today's social media world is Instagram stories. And we didn't even have these a couple of years ago. But I love them. They're really cute. There's two things about them that make them a little bit of a pain from a recycling point of view. One is the shape and size of them. They are tall portrait images or short videos. And no other platform apart from Facebook stories, because Facebook owns Instagram now. No other platform uses the same size and shape picture or video, so it's a little bit of a pain, but that's not the end of the world. The other thing about stories that's a bit of a pain is that you put a story up there, it lasts for 24 hours and then it's gone. It just disappears, and that's a waste. So last week, on Monday, which is for me in my business, it's hashtag Marketing Magic Mondays. Every Monday, I send out a newsletter to my tribe with a new lesson, and I also upcycle that into other formats. And one of the things that I do is I create a little Instagram story, a mini version of this week's Magic Monday lesson. So I was writing my slides and I'd got a bit carried away and I'd probably written a bit too much content, and I was thinking this is quite a lot of work for an Instagram story that's only going to be there for 24 hours. So even though I know that the tall portrait slides are a bit of a funny shape and size, I was thinking, how can I upcycle these for another platform perhaps that I want to get some attention on? So I'm really focused on growing my YouTube channel, where you are right now. Please do subscribe if you're enjoying this, by the way. So I thought, why don't I take those tall slides and put them, I'm going to try and point the right way now. I can't remember. I think I put them on this side of me. I put my tall skinny slides to the side of me while I was talking on a YouTube video. So YouTube, the format for the video is wide to fit the laptop screen. And with the Instagram story, if you made a video just out of the story, it would be very tall and skinny and wouldn't look very nice. But to put it this way, I think to put it next to me in a YouTube video actually worked quite well. So just a little bit of flexible thinking, and I've managed to upcycle a big piece of work I did actually. This story got quite in depth, and I didn't want to waste it. I didn't want to only put it on Instagram and Facebook, and B, have it disappear in 24 hours. So that's tip number 1 for you. Have a think about, even though the size and shape might seem a little bit funny, think about how you can be flexible and upcycle some content so that it goes further and does more for you. And the other tip I've got for you is actually a little more retro. It was something I did 3 years ago when I first started teaching this, and it's still relevant today, even though the platforms have changed. So I've always loved taking a blog post of mine and then taking out chunks from it and turning those into quote cards for Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, wherever you like to share your quote cards. We all definitely put a lot of time and effort into our blog writing. It's one of the chunkier pieces of content marketing. By the way, if you struggle with blog writing, and also if you'd like to get those Marketing Magic Monday weekly email tips sent to you, then I've got a 2-for-1. If you go to the description below, you'll see the link to go to. If you sign up to my email newsletter list, you'll get 1, the weekly Marketing Magic Monday tips, and 2, you'll get a blog post writing guide and template for you to download and use, which takes so much of the hassle out of blog post writing because it gives you a structure to work with. And also, I love a template because, you know, there's something daunting about starting your work on a blank piece of paper or a blank Word document. And if you take away the blankness by giving the template, it kind of makes it less scary. So do go and grab that. I hope it helps you. But back to what I was saying, once you've got your blog post, you're going to find that there are some really quotable bits in there. So just don't be too picky and don't be too analytical, because something we all do when we're creating content is we judge it too much and then we talk ourselves out of stuff. Don't. Just relax. Go through your blog post with a highlighter or whatever tool you like. Pick out the sentences that you think could turn into quotes and go turn them into quotes, because that will give you a lot of material for your Instagram feed, for example. So each little sentence or paragraph can become a cute little quote card. And then if you feel that that sentence needs more explaining, don't worry, just use the description in your Instagram post to explain that sentence more. Before you know it, you could quite easily have pulled a good 2 weeks worth of Instagram out of one blog post. So that, again, has saved you a lot of time and effort. And again, it's going back to my original point about you don't have to come up with a new idea every week. It's actually really good from a branding perspective that you keep recycling your original ideas, because, you know, this is your specialism, your niche, the thing that you talk about and the way that you talk about it, and your core business message. You don't want to be reinventing that every week. You just want to keep sharing that same message because that's who you are as a business owner. So I hope you find that helpful. If you looked at the quote cards and thought, whoa, I don't know how I'd ever create anything that pretty, don't panic. I use an amazing free tool called canva.com. Go and create yourself a free online account. And seriously, I'm in there 7 days a week. I do all my graphic design in there, and I use that term loosely because I'm not a graphic designer. I don't know how to use Photoshop or any of those fancy Adobe things. I do all of my graphics in Canva, and you can too. It's dead easy. So go check that out. I hope it helps you, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.